So I put a little post up to say that we're starting on the floor, and to get yourself some equipment if you have any. I'm going to use a pillow and my green squishy ball. I said that you guys can use 2 towels if you wish, or just like a cushion and a rolled up towel. So if you roll your towel and place it lengthways along your spine, so that we can just work in between those shoulder blades. So I'm going to lie like this. It does look a little bit uncomfortable, but it's really good for getting into those muscles. So just to do a posture check to start with, knees are in line with those hip bones, feet are under your knees, and we're just relaxing through the shoulders. So let's just take a minute to focus on our breathing. We're going to breathe in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. If you haven't got any equipment, that's fine. Just let yourself sink into the mat. Inhale through the nose and exhale. One more. So you're going to continue with your breathing like this. On your next exhale, I want you to think about pulling up that pelvic floor muscle and holding it as tight as possible at 100%. Don't worry if it comes collapsing down, just hold it here for as long as you can. It's really important to train this muscle. It can become a lot weaker, particularly for women as we get older and after childbirth. Let's release it to 50% and relax it completely. So the pelvic floor muscle is that muscle that helps you stop going to the toilet. It runs from the pubic bone all the way back to the bottom. So inhale through the nose. As you exhale, really pull up through that pelvic floor muscle. Hold it here at 100%. And release it to 50 if you can. Don't worry if it comes crashing straight down. And then relax completely. Okay, engaging those abdominal muscles now, drawing those muscles together, pulling them down towards your spine. So you're going to keep that connection the whole time. It's the muscles here between those 2 hip bones and down to your pubic bone. They're the ones that are supporting the spine. I'm going to use my weighted balls. Don't worry if you haven't got any. You can do exactly the same exercise without. If you've got tins or something else, that's absolutely fine. From here, I'm just going to inhale through the nose. I'm going to reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, just draw those shoulder blades back and down around the ball or your towel. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, drawing them back and down. One more. So the muscles in my back are clicking a little bit, which is quite nice. Just means that they're getting a little bit of a massage. Lovely. From here, inhale. As you exhale, you're going to send those arms wide. I can't take the other one wide, I'm too close to the wall. Hold it here and back up to the ceiling. Actually, I'm going to change my angle so that I can do, so both are equal. I'll just come on a diagonal. You should be able to see me still. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going wide. Don't let those hands touch the floor. And back up. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to do one more of these. Those abdominals are still engaged. You're working them even though we're not physically doing an exercise on them at the moment. From here, you're going to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to take one arm behind the head, the other one down by the legs. Really stretch those arms away. Don't let the hands touch the floor. And back up to center. and switch sides. And center, and one more each side. Lovely. From here, you're going to draw those elbows down towards the floor and then take them up, hands up into like a diamond shape. Drawing those elbows down and pushing up. Lovely. Lowering those hands to the floor. Remove the weighted balls, and I'm just going to take that ball out from underneath my shoulders. From here, I'm just going to lay on the mat. I'm going to place the ball and the on the bony part of my skull. If you don't have one of these, it doesn't matter. You can do it without. I'm just going to just take that chin over to one shoulder and just stretch through the neck. Abdominals are still engaged. Back is imprinted on the mat, back to center. So we're just warming up the body before we go into any exercises. And other. And center. Okay, so now my back is imprinted on the mat, my head is on the mat as well. We're just going to take one knee out to the side, keep those hip bones facing the ceiling, and up, and then switch sides. And center. Inhale, as you exhale, you're taking that knee to one side, and back. Those abdominals are engaged, your back is imprinted on the mat. Oh, my hips a bit stiff. Lovely. From here, gliding one leg along the mat. Keep that connection. Don't let the back lift off the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, drawing that leg back in. Switch sides. Inhale through the nose. Extend and exhale through the mouth. Draw it back in. Two more on each side. So you're keeping that connection. The abdominals are doing the work. Try not to lift the foot off the floor. And one. Excellent. Okay, so from here, going to tilt that pelvis. You're going to roll up through the spine. If you get any stiff bits, pause and then continue rolling through. Hands, palms are facing the ceiling. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, you're going to roll down, articulating through the spine, just as we warm up that back. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, tilt the pelvis. Lead with those abdominal muscles. Inhale and exhale, roll down. Two more. Can't believe this is week 3 already. Well, it is for me anyway. And roll down. Okay, grabbing those weights again if you have them. Arms are going up to the ceiling. If you don't have them, that's absolutely fine. You can do exactly the same without the weights. So from here, we're going to tilt that pelvis. We're going to roll up into our bridge. We're going to take those arms wide and we're going to do 3 small circles in each direction. Those of you who haven't got weights but you've got leg weight, just put them around your wrists. Back up and roll yourself down. Inhale, tilting the pelvis. As you exhale, you're rolling up. And if any of you want to have a little chat about your technique, then we can have a quick video call between us. If you just send me a message and we can arrange a time. Tilting that pelvis, rolling up. 3 small circles in each direction. Arm up and rolling down. Let's do 2 more. I can't extend this other arm, so I'm going to have one toned arm and one yes, fine. Can you do it around the corner though? Ceiling and roll down, lower those arms. Okay, so from here we're going to take our legs up into tabletop. So one leg, then the other, back is imprinted on the mat. Just make sure your legs aren't straight. Nice angle. And we're lifting up through the upper body. We're going to go into our hundreds. So inhaling through the nose for 5 beats. Exhale through the mouth. Drawing that belly button down towards the spine. Those of you who want to make it a little bit harder, you can extend those legs out. That's halfway. One more. Lower the head and just hug your knees to your chest, rock from side to side just to massage that back. Okay, from here we're going to go into single leg kick and then we're going to go into double leg kick. So single leg kick. Legs are in tabletop to start with, lifting up through the upper body. You're going to hug one knee. You're going to have 2 small pulses with that knee, and then you're going to switch sides. 2 small pulses. If you can hear my music, I've had to change it because we've had a notification from the company I use to say that we can't use some of the music that we've previously purchased when we're doing live classes. So we've had to conveniently buy some more. So it's not my usual type of music. It's quite relaxing though. One more on each side. Hug those knees and lower that head. Okay, just rock that head from side to side just to loosen off that neck, because I know it can become a little bit stiff because we do tend to hold a lot of tension on our neck unintentionally. So from here we're going to go into double leg kick. If this doesn't feel comfortable for you or you're not strong enough yet, then you're just going to carry on with what we did before. Double leg kick, taking those legs into tabletop, lifting up through the upper body. You extend both arms and legs away and you come back to center. Exhale as you extend. Inhale as you come in. Make sure that back isn't lifting off the mat. We're going to aim for 10. This is number 5. I've got one knee that's longer than the other. One leg. Or my hips higher. One more. Oh, and lower those feet. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into knee drops. So you can either do single or double knee drops. So option 1, both legs in tabletop, taking one knee out to the side and centre. Palms facing the ceiling, other knee and centre. If you want to add in an arm movement, taking those arms to the ceiling, one knee out and the same arm. Making sure that you're not rocking through that pelvis, the back stays imprinted on the mat. Those of you who want to do double knees, both knees over and centre. I suggest you keep the arms up to the ceiling, because I think you'll probably roll. So again, you're keeping that back imprinted. If you're going for double knee, you're not going to go quite so far. Going to go for 10 on each side. One more each side, and lower those legs. Trying to lower them gracefully, not thudding them on the floor, using those abdominals. From here, I'm going to place the green squishy ball under my tailbone. If you want to put your towel there, you can. It challenges your stability. Those of you who aren't feeling quite so strong today, or your balance a little bit off, then just keep your back imprinted on the mat. Taking my legs into tabletop to start with. I'm just going to extend one leg, take it up to the ceiling and bring it back down into tabletop. Other side, extend the other leg. Draw it up and bend, keeping those abdominals engaged. If you want to challenge your stability, you can take your hands up to the ceiling or cross your body. So the ball really makes you challenge your balance. Two more on each side. One more. And lower those legs. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to take this ball between my knees. And we're working those inner thigh muscles. If you've got a Pilates ring, you can use that instead. So you're having to work those inner thigh muscles to keep that connection. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. And I'm going to roll up through the upper back. From here, lifting my legs into tabletop, I'm going to lower both down, touch the floor, back up, roll down, feet come down. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, rolling up, lifting those legs to tabletop, tapping both to the floor, roll down, feet come down. Now if that's too much for you, you can do it with one leg, no ball. So rolling up, leg tabletop, tap, back, roll down, foot to the floor, then switch. Up, leg in tabletop, tap, roll down, lower the leg. So you carry on with whatever option you're doing. We're going to do 10. I think we've done 4 maybe. Making sure that that back doesn't lift off the mat. If you can't touch the floor when you're lowering those legs down, that's fine. Just keep, because the back's lifting off the mat, then just stop at that point. So we're asking a lot of our legs today. Two more. I think I'm going to have to shut a window. I've opened loads of windows in here because I was roasting yesterday and I'm freezing. And lower. Just hug your knees to your chest. I'm just going to put a little jumper on. If you need to grab a drink whenever you want to. Okay, so I'm going to add in the weighted balls again, and we're going to go for a lateral stretch in our roll up. So just check your alignments. Back is imprinted on the mat, so you're going to tilt that pelvis a little bit. Knees are hip distance apart, feet are on the floor. I've got a weighted ball in each hand. From here I'm going to roll up, then glide down one side, back to centre, over to the other side, and roll myself down. Inhale, exhale, roll up, and roll down. Those of you who want to make it harder, your legs are in tabletop, rolling up and roll down. So you can drop the weighted balls if it becomes a bit too much or you're pulling on the back. Two more. And one. And lower those legs. Okay, let's have a little laugh at ourselves now. We are going to attempt a bicycle lying on our backs. So you can use your hands to support you. If you don't like it, then you're going to lay on the mat and you can just do a bicycle here. But the idea is that the bicycle is up. Your legs are straight and you're cycling. And reverse. Lower, take those legs behind and roll yourself down. Hug those knees to your chest. Okay, let's bring ourselves up to sitting. I'm going to face you. I'm going to face you. I'm going to use my weighted balls. You don't need to. If you want to place a green squishy ball on your lower back, you can. You're just going to lean yourself back into that bite point. When I say the bite point, that you'll feel those abdominals kick in. Arms are extended in front of you. I'm going to take one arm wide, back, and the other side. Staying here. Those of you who want to make it harder, you can lift those feet off the floor. Make sure that belly button stays drawn down towards your spine. Exhale as you take that arm out. Inhale, we come back. One more each side. Come up and just hug those knees. Going to do another set of different arms. So taking yourself back into that bite point. From here, you're going to draw that elbow behind and back. Going for 10. Halfway. That's 8, 9, and 10. Rolling up. Oh, hug those knees. Grab a drink if you need to. Okay, still sitting up. Going to extend our legs. So this is a really important exercise in Pilates, for spinal mobility and strengthening as well. So we're going to take our arms in front of us. We're going to tilt that pelvis and we're just going to roll down. Arms overhead. Inhale and exhale, roll up. Now if you can't go all the way down, you just go to the point that you can. Now those of you who are feeling quite strong and have been coming to my class for a long time, you're going to change it into a neck pull. So your hands are behind your head. This is a lot harder. Rolling up and taking that head over. Anyone else, you're just going to continue with what you were doing. Roll down through the spine. Inhale. It does really make you work those abdominals. Try not to lift the legs in the air. Having those arms behind your head really changes the exercise. You have to dig deep. Make that your last one. Okay, so from here we are going to go into the corkscrew. Now those of you who haven't done my class for quite a while or haven't been doing Pilates for some time, I'm going to give you a different option. So those of you who have been coming for a while, you all know what the corkscrew is. So the corkscrew, we are basically extending the legs. They're coming up one side of the body, down the same side, swinging the legs round, up the other side, and down that same side, and swinging. So it's almost like a pendulum. So, she says, rolling up, and then using those abdominals to roll down, and up the other side, and then down, and then up. So Julie, Sarah Jane, you should be okay with that one. Everyone else, you're going to roll in like a ball, taking those legs in tabletop, rolling through. I don't know who else is on the class. Maureen, if you're on, you can probably do the rolling like a ball. Michelle, you'll be fine with a corkscrew. I'm going to do 2 more. Try and control it. Sorry, I'm just looking at Daisy's technique. Trying to control it a bit more, Daisy. Use those abdominals. Well done, it's a tough one. Okay, so from here let's lie on our sides. We're going to grab our big pillow. Towel if you're using a towel, and one of your weights. Starting off with our knees bent. So they're on a diagonal line, bottom arm extended, lifting up through the waist. Feet are in line with the spine. I'm going to take my top arm up to the ceiling. Just make sure that shoulder's drawn away from the ear. From here, going into a simple clam, and you're taking that knee up and lower. Gonna add in an arm movement. That arm's coming overhead as I take that knee up to the ceiling. Don't let that pelvis tilt. Balance yourself on the side. That's 10. Feet off the floor, same exercise. Five more, please. Making sure that pelvis isn't rolling back. One more. Lovely. Lower those feet. From here, knees are still bent. You're going to draw that knee towards you, and then you're going to kick it away, leading with the heel. Inhale and exhale, making sure those ribs aren't collapsing into the mat. Keeping that pelvis stable so you're not wobbling forwards and backwards. Five more. Three more. This is the last one. And lower that leg. Great stuff. From here, going to extend those legs away for me. So the legs are straight, your feet are flexed. Top hand is either in front of you if you need it for stability, on your hip, or up to the ceiling. Now for the first exercise, we're going to go into single leg float. So your top leg is up at hip height. You're going to point the toe as you go forward and flex the foot as you return. Those of you who've been coming a while, take that leg behind you as well and back. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you go back, taking it behind and center. Those of you who haven't, you're just going to go forward and back to center, making sure that pelvis is keeping stable. In fact, if you have your hand on your hip, you'll be able to see, and your elbows in your peripheral vision, you'll be able to see whether that pelvis is moving. Those abdominals have to stay engaged, lifting up through the waist. So I'm going to carry on the classes next week. I would normally stop over the Easter holidays, but it's not like we've got anything else to do. So carrying on. If you want to join me, that'd be great. It's all the same classes that I normally do. This is the last one. And back. Lower that leg. Okay, so from here, going to go into hot potato. If you've got a circle and you want to use that to challenge your stability, you can. You're going to take that top leg to hip height, tap forwards and tap behind. Don't worry if you can't reach. You need to keep that pelvis facing forward. That's 10, hold it here, and we're going to circle 10 in each direction. Those bottom muscles might be hurting a little bit. And the other direction. And lower that leg, give that bottom a pat if you need to. Okay, so two options on the next one. You're going to go for a leg lift. So one leg up, bring the bottom leg to meet it and lower both down at the same time. Up and lower. Or you're going for a double leg lift where you're lifting both at the same time. Going for 10. Rest if you need to. 9 and 10. Well done. Resting that top leg in front, lifting up that underneath leg, and you're going for 10 circles in each direction. And reverse. Lovely. From here, let's go into 60 pulses. Yes, I said 60. If you can't do that, you do what you can. That's 30. 40. 50. And 60. Well done. From here, we're going to push ourselves up and we're going to switch sides. So setting yourself up, knees are bent, we're going into the clam. Lifting up through the waist. Top arm up to the ceiling and taking that knee up and arm overhead. Bless you. That's 10, feet off the floor, and exactly the same movement. And 10. Lower those feet down. From here, we're drawing that knee in and pushing it away, leading with the heel. Inhale through the nose as you draw that knee in. Exhale, extend. Keeping that pelvis stable. If you want to, you're going to have your hand on your hip so you can see whether you're moving. Make sure those abdominals are drawn down up to your spine. They'll be getting tired. One more here. And 10. Lower that leg. Going to extend those legs out now. From here we've got our single leg float. So top leg up at hip height, pointing the toes you go forward, flex the foot as you return, taking it behind you if you can, and center. Making sure that pelvis stays stable. I just knocked my water over. Going for 10 here. Exhale as you go forward, inhale as you return. One more. Hold it here at hip height, going into your hot potato, so you're tapping forward and behind. Going for 10. 9. On the last one, you're going to hold that leg up at hip height and you've got your circles. And 10 in reverse. Oh, rest that leg, give that bottom a pat if you need to. One more exercise with this top leg. So you're going to take that top leg up, bring the bottom leg to meet it and lower both down at the same time. 1, 2 and lower, or double leg lift. 8, 9 and 10. Well done. Taking that top knee in front, lifting up that underneath leg, and we've got 10 circles in each direction, please. And reverse. Once we've done these, we're going into our 60 pulses. And let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7. 20. 30. 40. Rest if you need to, it's too much. 50, 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest that leg. Well done. Grab yourself a drink. We're going to come into 4-point kneeling now. So, 4-point kneeling, wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Let's just mobilise the spine for a minute. You're going to tilt the pelvis, roll into your cat stretch, head comes down. Inhale and exhale, roll out. One more. So you're making sure your knees are hip distance apart. Okay. So, from here we're going to go into some leg extensions. You can add in the arm if you wish to. So we're going to lengthen one leg away. I'm going to take it out to the side, back, and then cross over the other leg. Out to the side, back, cross over. Now I'm going to place the ball on my lower spine so that I know that I'm not opening that pelvis as I take that leg out to the side, which is what is going to want to happen. Really lengthen through that lower back. And that's 10. Bringing that knee in and switching sides. So the ball's a really good gauge of what your lower back is doing and whether you've correctly aligned yourself. Two more. That's 10. Lovely. Coming back into 4-point kneeling. From here, let's go into a plank. So your options for your plank are on your knees, and you're taking your weight forward, arms extended. If you've got weak wrists, you can come onto your forearms and be on your knees. That's absolutely fine. Or on your toes. I'm not going to do, I'll try it. I'm going to lower my knees because my toe is killing. So I'm going to hold it here. I'm just going to hold this plank. Rest, push back into child's pose. And through center. Okay. From here, we're going to do some leg circles. So you're going to take one leg out and you're circling 10 circles in each direction. You can extend the opposite arm if you wish. Then bend that knee and we're going to push that heel up to the ceiling. You're not moving through your back. Ten more. Two and one. Replace that knee, switch side. Other legs extended. 10 circles in each direction. Head up. Neck in line with your spine. Bend that knee and push. Ten more. And one. Bring that knee in. Take the knees wide and stretch through in your child's pose. I'm going to turn and face you. Walking those hands over to your right side, stretch down the side of the left side of the body. Center and then over to the left side, feeling the stretch through the right hand side of the body. and back to center and rolling yourself up. Okay, from here, sitting on our sit bones, my toe, taking those legs about mat width apart, you're going to reach up and then we're just going to stretch over. I'm just going to use the ball, sitting on both sit bones. Inhale up and exhale over the other side. Making sure that bottom doesn't lift on the mat. Both bottom cheeks need to be on the mat. Otherwise you're not doing the stretch as effectively as you could. Up. Lovely. Bring both feet together. Bend one knee, foot against the other leg. Deep breath in, reaching up and over. And roll up. Inhale, arms up, and exhale up and over. I can get lower than Daisy, everybody. And roll up. And switch sides. Inhale. It's amazing how quickly you become stiff. And roll up. Deep breath in, lifting up, out of those hips and over. Rolling up. Crossing those legs. Hands are in prayer position. Inhale as you exhale, twisting to one side. Thumbs stay attached to your chest. Back to center and then over to the other side. So if you're not having that thumb connected to your chest, you're not doing the stretch properly. And center. Don't lift those bottom cheeks off the mat. You're twisting through the upper body. Lovely. Hands by your side. Unfold those legs. Inhale, as you exhale, you're going to lengthen those legs away, relax the head, weight in the toes. Inhale and exhale, slowly roll up. Stacking the bones in the back one by one. Dropping that chin to chest and exhale, rolling through. Inhale and exhale, roll up. Shoulder blades back and down. One arm up and then stretching over. And round. Inhale up and exhale over. One more each side. Okay, from here, raising up onto the balls of the feet and lower and up. Hold it here this time. Take that head over to one side. Ooh, use your core to keep you stable. Back to center. Over to the other side. It's harder if you're on your mat. And roll down. Lovely. Lifting one knee up and extend out and back. head up, focus on something, engage those abdominals, keep you stable. And lower that leg. Taking one head over to the other shoulder. Back to center and over to the other side. And center. Deep breath in, both arms going up, and exhale, round and down. Inhale and exhale. One last time. And that's you done. Have a fabulous weekend. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.